Let's make cheese dissolve today with a twist. We're going to put pastry cream or custard filling, and then we're going to roll it in streusel. Let's get started. Here are the ingredients. For the dough, you need 1 1/4 cups water, 1 tablespoon instant dry yeast, 1 teaspoon salt, 1/3 cup sugar, 1 whole egg, 1/3 cup butter, 1/2 kilo all-purpose flour. For the pastry cream filling, you need 2 cups of fresh milk or full cream milk, 4 egg yolks, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/3 cup cornstarch, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 2 tablespoons butter. For the streusel, you need 1 tablespoon butter or margarine, 3 tablespoons flour, 2 tablespoons sugar, 2 tablespoons powdered milk, 1/4 cup grated cheese. We start with water. You add in the yeast and stir. Check if your yeast is active. If your yeast is active, you can see tiny bubbles. And then you add sugar, 1 whole egg, you stir, and then we have flour. You can use bread flour instead of all-purpose flour. And then I put the salt on top. Don't add the salt directly to the yeast because it will slow down the activity of the yeast. And then let's mix this at low speed for 1 to 2 minutes until it forms a dough, and then we add in the butter. Here you can see that it has formed the dough. So I'm going to add in the butter now. You can use margarine instead of butter. And then medium speed for another 8 minutes. After 8 minutes, here, pinch off a small portion of the dough, and then don't worry if it sticks a little bit. Then you stretch the dough. See, if you can stretch the dough without it breaking or tearing, you can stretch it out thinly and you can see the tip of your fingers, then this is good. All right, so we transfer this to a bowl. Take it out of the bowl, form a smooth ball. And then this is an oil bowl. There's oil here. You put this down and then like that so that the top is greased. We will cover this with plastic. We will let this rise for about 1 hour or until it's double in bulk. If it's very hot, sometimes after 45 minutes, that's enough rising. If you don't have plastic, use a damp towel or a damp cloth. All right. Let's make the filling. Pastry cream. I have here milk, half of the sugar. Alright, you let it boil. Then over here, you mix the remaining half of the sugar, cornstarch, egg yolks. You mix this together. Pastry cream should, if anything that has pastry cream should be refrigerated because it's perishable because of the milk and the egg. What you can do if you want to keep this bread at room temperature longer, what you can do is to use custard filling. You buy instant custard powder and then you just add water or milk and then you mix it. That will be your filling. That one is more stable because you can keep it at room temperature for 2 days. The pastry cream is tastier, but you need to refrigerate it after a day. Here, once the milk boils, you pour half of it into the egg yolk and the cornstarch mixture and stir at the same time. And then put this back. We are tempering the egg yolk so that they do not become scrambled eggs. Okay. See, the moment you put it in, it will thicken because of the cornstarch. Alright, then we put back the heat for another minute. Alright. Just for 1 minute. To cook the starch completely. Alright. You can turn it off. And then we have here vanilla and butter. And then you stir. And then you cool this inside the refrigerator or over an ice bath. Okay? This is how you store your pastry cream. You line the container or tray with cling wrap, or you can use plastic wrap, and then put in the pastry cream. And then cover this to the touch. It means the plastic should touch the cream so it will not form a skin. Then you keep this inside the refrigerator until you're ready to use this, or until this cools down. Right, like this. So there's plastic in the bottom, there's plastic on top. For the streusel, you mix together flour. You can use cake flour, all-purpose flour, sugar, full cream powdered milk. Of course, you can use skim milk, but I prefer full cream powdered milk because the skim milk has little or no flavor at all. And then we have margarine. You can use butter, but I prefer margarine for this because it's easier to handle. You'll see later when we use this. You mix this. You can mix this with your hands. Sometimes it's easier. So you see, it's more difficult if you use butter because the butter will melt at your body temperature when you touch it. So in this case, margarine will work better. And then here you have cheese. This is optional because the original cheese disal actually doesn't have cheese. You only think it has cheese because of the flavor of the powdered milk and the margarine. So this is how it looks like. It should be powdery. See? Okay. So we set this aside. I have many recipes to share with you. If you're interested, please like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be alerted when a new video is uploaded. Here we have the dough. It's double in size. See, it's a very nice soft dough. You release the old air. And then let's divide this into, we'll weigh about 50. Okay, this is 50, good. Okay. Right, and then let's continue with the rest. Then this one, you form them into a smooth ball like this. You form your hand into a cup and press it against the table until you get a smooth top. Another way is to put your thumb in the middle and then fold it over your thumb, then like this, like this, like this, like this. So you get a smooth top. Pinch the ends. Another way is, hold on. Another way is to just turn it over like this. Push it up. At the same time you turn it until you find a top which is smooth. Right? This one is smooth. So this is your top. Right? You remember the streusel we made earlier? Okay, what you do is here, you dip this in water. Remember, this is the bottom, so do it like that. Okay? And then here. Okay? Again, turn it over, hold the bottom, dip in water, and then okay, and then we'll continue until we finish all. After we form them into balls and dip them in streusel, now we're going to let this rise until it's double in size. Will take about 45 minutes, and then after that we bake it. This is now ready to go inside the oven. It's double in size. This is after 45 minutes. Right, I will put the other one on the top. Alright. Our cheese streusel is done, so we'll take this out. We will cool this and we will stuff this with the pastry cream. The black portions you see is cheese. That's how the cheese looks like when you bake it. Alright. Once the bread has cooled down, poke a hole using your paring knife. Then you put the pastry cream in a pastry bag and then fill. Remember, if you want to keep this longer, instead of pastry cream, you use instant custard powder. Every brand has their own recipe on how much water to put in, so you just read the package. Okay, instant, you don't have to cook it, just mix it together and then you can use it for stuffing.